Every once in a generation, a car arrives that doesn't just change the road, it changes the future. For the 1990s, it was the Toyota Supra. For the early 2000s, the Bugatti Veyron. But in 2017, a silent storm rolled onto the streets, the Tesla Model 3. A car that would not just transform Tesla as a company, but redefine what we believe a car can be. The dream Tesla's journey didn't begin with the Model 3. It began with a crazy, almost impossible idea. Could an electric car be fast, fun, and desirable? In 2008, Tesla shocked the world with the Roadster. Then came the luxurious Model S and the versatile Model X. But there was still a problem. These cars were expensive, out of reach for the average person. Elon Musk had always spoken about his master plan: build expensive cars first, and then use that money to create an affordable electric car for the masses. That dream car would become the Model 3. The announcement on March 31st, 2016, history was made. Elon Musk stepped on stage and revealed a sleek, minimalist sedan with a promised starting price of just $35,000. The crowd went wild. But here's the shocking part. Before the event even ended, Tesla had received over 115,000 reservations for the Model 3. People lined up outside Tesla stores like it was the launch of the new iPhone, for a car they hadn't even seen in person. Within a week, Tesla had over 325,000 reservations. The world was officially ready for affordable electric cars. The vision behind but the Model 3 was never just about a cheaper Tesla. It was the cornerstone of Elon Musk's greater vision: to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Imagine this: a car that's fast, practical, affordable, and runs without a single drop of gasoline. A car that proves the electric revolution isn't decades away, it's already here. That's what the Model 3 represented: hope, ambition, and disruption. The struggles begin, but dreams are never easy. Once Tesla started production, reality hit. Elon Musk called it production hell. Robots failed, supply chains struggled, and delays piled up. Critics were brutal. Headlines screamed that Tesla would die. Wall Street analysts said the Model 3 was a fantasy, that Tesla couldn't mass-produce cars at scale. Elon Musk himself admitted he was sleeping on the factory floor, working day and night to fix bottlenecks. The pressure was immense. Tesla was burning billions of dollars, and failure wasn't an option. Breakthrough, but Tesla refused to give up. Slowly, painfully, the production lines began to flow. By mid-2018, thousands of Model 3s were being delivered every week. The dream was alive. The affordable Tesla was no longer just a promise. It was on the roads, in driveways, in families' lives. And once people drove it, they realized this wasn't just another sedan. It was the future on four wheels. The story of the Model 3 isn't just about Elon Musk or Tesla. It's about the people who believed. Early owners weren't just customers, they were pioneers. They stood in lines, placed deposits years before delivery, and took a leap of faith on a brand new idea. For many, the Model 3 became more than a car. It was a statement that they wanted to be part of something bigger, part of a future that left fossil fuels behind. The emotional connection: ask any Model 3 owner, and they'll tell you, it's not just transportation. It's the feeling of never stopping at a gas station again. It's the thrill of instant acceleration, the peace of driving something whisper quiet, the pride of being part of history. For many, owning a Model 3 is an emotional journey. It's proof that the future can be exciting, clean, and beautiful. Legacy of Chapter 1: The birth of the Tesla Model 3 wasn't easy. It was filled with sleepless nights, impossible challenges, and global skepticism. But through vision, persistence, and belief, Tesla delivered. The Model 3 didn't just save the company. It set the stage for the electric revolution. And this is only the beginning. Because what came next would change everything. Rise of the Tesla Model 3, global adoption and pop culture impact. The year was 2017. The world was watching as Tesla's bold promise came to life. A car designed not for the elite, but for everyone. The Tesla Model 3 wasn't just a car, it was a revolution on wheels. And when it finally arrived, it shook the entire auto industry to its core. The launch that shook the world, on March 31st, 2016, even before a single car was delivered, over 130,000 people placed a deposit to reserve the Model 3 within 24 hours. Think about that. For a car no one had driven yet. This wasn't just a product launch. It was history in motion. While traditional car makers laughed, saying Tesla would fail, millions of people believed. And when the first deliveries started in July 2017, those believers became part of a global movement. Electric for the people, the Model 3 broke the stereotype that electric cars were boring or slow. It was affordable, sleek, and packed with cutting-edge tech. With a range of over 300 miles and acceleration rivaling supercars, it became the people's EV, proof that clean energy didn't mean compromise. Soon, the Model 3 wasn't just a car, it was a cultural phenomenon. YouTubers reviewed it, celebrities bought it, filmmakers showcased it. Owning a Model 3 became a statement, not just about driving, but about the future you believed in. The global wave from California highways to the streets of Oslo, from Shanghai to London, the Model 3 was everywhere. By 2021, it had become the best-selling electric car in the world. Not just in one country, in the entire world. For the first time, the dream of driving an EV was no longer limited to the rich. It was a reality for families, students, and everyday commuters. The Model 3 was democratizing electric mobility. Performance that surprised everyone. And let's not forget the fun. The Model 3 wasn't just clean and efficient, it was brutally quick. With instant torque, it smoked muscle cars at traffic lights. With autopilot, it offered a taste of self-driving. It was science fiction made real. The owners who made it legendary, early owners of the Model 3, weren't just customers, they were pioneers. Every mile they drove, every charge they made, they were proving to the world that an electric future was possible. Owners formed communities, clubs, and fan groups. They shared stories of saving money, reducing emissions, and inspiring others. It wasn't just a car, it was a movement powered by people. Tesla versus the giants. The rise of the Model 3 forced giants like Volkswagen, Ford, and GM to rethink their futures. Suddenly, everyone was rushing to build EVs. What was once considered impossible had become inevitable. The symbol of a generation for millennials and Gen Z, the Model 3 became more than transport. It became a symbol of progress, of choosing innovation over tradition, of driving into a cleaner, smarter tomorrow. The Tesla Model 3 didn't just rise, it soared. From Silicon Valley's dream to the world's best-selling EV, it redefined what a car could be. But its true power? Inspiring an entire generation to believe in a future where technology and sustainability go hand in hand. Inside the machine, the engineering marvel of the Tesla Model 3, every great car has a soul. For the Tesla Model 3, that soul isn't gasoline, pistons, or exhaust fumes, it's pure innovation. Beneath its clean design lies an engineering revolution that redefined what the modern car could be. The power within, Batteries and range. At the heart of the Model 3 lies Tesla's advanced battery architecture. Unlike traditional cars that rely on a bulky engine, the Model 3's flat battery pack sits low to the ground, lowering the center of gravity and giving it razor-sharp handling. Visuals, animated comparison, gasoline engine versus Tesla battery pack. This skateboard design is a masterstroke. It doesn't just power the car, it stabilizes it. Offering ranges from 272 miles in the standard model up to over 350 miles in the long-range version, the Model 3 proved electric cars could go the distance. Range anxiety? Tesla shattered it. Thanks to its ever-growing network of superchargers, a Model 3 owner can travel across countries, knowing that power is just minutes away. High-voltage, instant power, dual motors and performance, then there's the power delivery. Forget revving engines and turbo lag. With dual electric motors, the Model 3 delivers instant torque, launching from 0 to 60 miles per hour in as little as 3.1 seconds in the performance trim. It's not just fast, it's smart. The dual-motor all-wheel drive system constantly adjusts power between the front and rear, adapting to road conditions in milliseconds. Snow, rain, or sun, the Model 3 glides through them all. Minimalist interior. The future inside. Step inside the Model 3, and you're not just entering a car, you're entering the future. Gone are the buttons, knobs, and chaos of traditional dashboards. Instead, one central touchscreen controls everything, from navigation to climate, even opening the glove box. This simplicity is intentional. Tesla wanted drivers to focus on the road, while the car handled the complexity. Over-the-air updates mean the interior evolves with time. New features, new capabilities, all downloaded like a smartphone. Autopilot and full self-driving vision. But the real genius lies in autopilot, Tesla's advanced driver assistance system. Using cameras, ultrasonic sensors, and powerful AI, the Model 3 doesn't just drive, it learns. While full autonomy is still a work in progress, the Model 3 is already capable of navigating highways, parking itself, and even summoning to meet its owner, like something out of science fiction becoming reality. Sustainability and environmental impact. Beyond speed and technology, the Model 3 carries a mission: sustainability. Every mile driven is a mile without burning fossil fuels. In a world battling climate change, Tesla positioned the Model 3 as more than a car, it's a statement. For many owners, it wasn't just about buying a vehicle. It was about joining a movement, a future where clean energy powers our journeys. The Model 3 also became a pop culture symbol. From viral YouTube videos to Hollywood cameos, it wasn't just a car you drove. It was an experience you shared. Owners unlocked hidden Easter eggs, laughed at Tesla memes, and proudly wore the badge of being part of the future. The Tesla Model 3 is more than an engineering achievement. It's proof that innovation, vision, and a touch of rebellion can change the course of an entire industry. It didn't just move people, it moved the world closer to a future once thought impossible. Every great car is more than steel, rubber, and horsepower. What makes it truly legendary are the people who drive it. And for the Tesla Model 3, its owners weren't just customers. They became pioneers, visionaries, and storytellers in a new era of driving. The everyday dreamer. For decades, electric cars were seen as toys for the rich. But the Model 3 changed that. Suddenly, the everyday dreamer, a teacher, a designer, a startup coder, could walk into a Tesla showroom and drive home in a car that looked like the future. For many, it wasn't just about owning a car. It was about being part of a movement. The belief that technology could fight climate change, that one person's choice could ripple into global impact. The Model 3 became the family car of the future. Safe, silent, spacious. Parents felt good knowing their children were sitting in one of the safest vehicles ever built. And those long road trips? Tesla's supercharger network made the impossible possible. Cross-country adventures without a single drop of gasoline. For these families, the Model 3 wasn't just transportation. It was memories. First road trips, school drop-offs, family holidays, all tied to a car that didn't pollute the skies their kids would grow up under. Entrepreneurs and creators flocked to the Model 3. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. A way of saying, I believe in the future. For startups and freelancers, the Model 3 became a mobile office, a productivity hub, even a stage to record YouTube vlogs about innovation. Some say the Model 3 didn't just transport people, it transported ideas. It gave innovators the confidence to dream bigger and move faster. For students, owning a Tesla wasn't just about having a cool ride. It was proof that the future was here, and they were part of it. For many, the Model 3 was their very first car, a vehicle that set the bar so high, no other ride could ever compare. It wasn't just about showing off. It was about being inspired. Driving a Model 3 meant stepping into tomorrow every single day. And then came the car enthusiasts, the gearheads who once swore they'd never give up gasoline. The Model 3 proved them wrong. With instant torque, breathtaking acceleration, and endless tuning potential, it became a blank canvas for creativity. For these drivers, it wasn't about saving the planet. It was about adrenaline, about dominating drag strips, about shocking people who underestimated an electric sedan. The Model 3 gave them a new playground. From Norway to New York, from Shanghai to Sydney, the Model 3 connected people who had never met before. Online forums, road trip meetups, Tesla clubs, an entire culture was born. Owners didn't just share tips, they shared lives, advice, and dreams. In every corner of the world, the Model 3 became a symbol of change, of progress, of hope. In the end, the Tesla Model 3 is more than Elon Musk's vision or Tesla's engineering. It's the people who believed in it, the owners, the pioneers, the dreamers. Because it's not just the car that drives change, it's the people who choose to drive it. Some cars live for a decade, then fade away. Others become classics, tucked away in garages. But the Tesla Model 3? It is more than just a car. It is a movement, one that changed the auto industry forever. When the Model 3 launched, it didn't just sell, it conquered. It became the world's best-selling EV, outselling gas cars in entire countries. In Norway, it dethroned Volkswagen and Toyota. In the US, it turned Tesla into a household name. And in China, the Model 3 became a status symbol of progress. No matter where you looked, from busy streets to quiet rural towns, there was one thing in common: the unmistakable glow of a Tesla charging in the driveway. Before the Model 3, an electric car meant compromise. Less range, boring design, clunky tech. The Model 3 shattered that myth. With over 300 miles of range, lightning-fast acceleration, and software updates that made the car better every month, it redefined what drivers could expect from a normal car. It raised the bar so high that other automakers had no choice but to follow. The legacy of the Model 3 isn't just in its sales numbers. It's in how it forced the entire industry to evolve. The Model 3 wasn't just a car, it was a computer on wheels. Owners woke up to new features overnight. One day, it was just a sedan. The next, it had games, improved acceleration, smarter autopilot. This was the first time in history a car could age in reverse, becoming better, not worse, with time. And as years passed, the Model 3 became the blueprint for every Tesla that followed, and every competitor scrambling to catch up. The Model 3 wasn't just on the roads, it was everywhere online. It became a viral sensation. From drag race videos shocking muscle car fans, to family vlogs highlighting zero fuel costs, to students showing off summon mode in college parking lots. The car wasn't just transportation, it was content. And pop culture embraced it. Movies, TV shows, even rap lyrics featured the Tesla name. For the first time, an electric car wasn't nerdy. It was cool. For millions of people, the Model 3 wasn't just a car. It was freedom. Freedom from gas stations. Freedom from high maintenance costs. Freedom to travel the country with nothing but electricity. Owners didn't just save money. They felt empowered, like they were part of writing history. This was more than owning a vehicle. It was owning a piece of the future. But what about tomorrow? The Model 3's legacy is still being written. Tesla continues to refine it. New batteries, longer ranges, faster charging. And beyond that, it laid the foundation for the Model Y, Cybertruck, and everything yet to come. One day, when the world runs fully on sustainable energy, historians will look back at one car that started the revolution for the masses, the Model 3. The Tesla Model 3 is not just a machine. It is a story of ambition, of courage, of change. It is the car that made the future accessible, the car that united dreamers across the world. And its legacy has only just begun.